Niagara's classic rock 91.7 Giant FM. 8:15, and it's Brian. And well, this is great. I love talking to a load of people, but these days, Steph, wrestling seems to be a big part of the morning show. We had Rowdy Roddy Piper, who we had the pleasure of meeting at the light of day. And now joining us on the line from his home in Georgia, Jake the Snake Roberts, who is going to be here on the weekend. You know, Jake, when I think about all the wrestlers that you went up against, such as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Rick Rude and Hulk Hogan and all the rest of it, what made you get into wrestling to begin with?
I hated wrestling growing up. My father wrestled. He was never around me. He didn't raise me. Pretty much ignored me. He was a much bigger man than me, 7 foot, 425.
Wow.
A few nights later, I was watching a wrestling show that he was involved in, and my young, dumb brain decided the best way for my father to like me was for me to go up there and challenge a wrestler and beat him, and then he'd have to like me. Of course, I never factored in that the fact that an old-timer was going to tear my butt up big time.
Wow, Jake, it's interesting because as a wrestler, you were always portrayed as a villain, but the fans adored you.
Yeah, the character Jake was a bizarre fellow. And fans are funny, They would much rather align themselves with a winner, even if they don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that if I said something, I was going to do it. And the fact that I had the snake, which the kids loved, because mom and dad went, ooh, snake. The kids loved that. And the fact that I had a different way of talking, and I tried to make sense out of it.
Talking with great wrestler Jake the Snake Roberts at his home in Georgia right now. Being Jake the Snake and always having a snake with you, like Damien, were you always cool with snakes?
I hated snakes. I was terrified of them. That's another one of those moments when I was smoking pot and drinking beer on a long road trip, and I was listening to Monday Night Football, and Kenny Stabler was playing.
Oh, yeah.
The original Snake.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it'd really be cool if a wrestler had a snake, man. I think his name could be like Jake the Snake, and that'd really be cool. Everybody could be afraid of it, Well, I forgot to think that, dumbass, you're afraid of snakes, too. So once I spit the idea out, I pretty much had to go with it.
Oh,
but then again, just goes to show you what a man will do for big money.
Absolutely.
Right. Great to hear you're going to be part of Jingle Bell Brawl II at the Merritton Community Centre.
Absolutely, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Get there early because I'm going to be out there signing autographs, shaking hands, taking pictures, whatever you guys want to do, man.
Well, it's going to be a great time, and doors open up at 5. Oh, and Jake, are you going to be bringing a python with you this time around?
Well, can you keep a secret?
Sure I can.
So can I.
All right.
Thanks, Jake.
Touche, Jake. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Thank you, sir. I hope you're there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So Jingle Bell Brawl #2 happening Saturday at the Merritton Community Centre. I know you can get your tickets through Country Quarter Market, both locations at Quaker Road in Welland and also in Port Colborne. Really cool. 818.